Oh, checking the connection. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday, happy Friday. How are we all doing? Oh, my dog's going crazy now I've gone live. What are you doing down there? Hey, Boots. Good morning, good morning. How are we doing? Happy Friday, everyone. Coffee and Conversations with me, Luna Marie, and my very noisy doggy. What's doing? You want to come say hello? Come on then. Yeah. She's not happy because I haven't taken her for a walk. Come on. You have to settle down. You have to get out. Yes, sorry. Distracted. No, not taking anybody on the video. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for joining me. My name's Luna Marie. I am the Spiritual Warrior UK. Here every Friday morning, 10 a.m. UK time. Coffee and Conversations with Spirit. And my dog wants to go out. Hang on, bear with me. Go on. You can't come back in then. Go. I'm back. It's because I've not walked her today. Morning, Linda. How you doing, my darling? Oh my God, I'm going to put my glasses on. Hang on. Look at these funky things. How are we doing? How are you all? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, if you're new to the channel, do give us a like. Do give us a, what else do you need to do? Give us a like, give us a whatever. Press the buttons, share it all. It's the eclipse energy. What can I say? So what happens if you are new to the channel, I might get my words out in a minute, is that we tune into the collective energy, see what's going on, and there's a lot going on at the moment. And then after that, I will tune in, find out what's going on for you guys. I might do something a little bit different today. Who knows? I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. It's been one of those weeks. So do let me know where you are in the world. Is the sun shining? The sun's shining where I am today, which is very nice for a change. So pull up a chair, get comfy, grab a beverage of your choice. Good morning, Paul. How are you doing? Is the sun shining where you are? Where are you from in the world? Let me know where you all are from. So where are we going out? We're out to Facebook today. We are on YouTube, on TikTok, we're on everywhere. And we're on Instagram. Here I am, spread amongst all the social media. I've actually got 2 coffees because I was just coming to the end of one. And I was like, that's not going to last me. So do let me know where you are in the world. Thank you for joining. Let's just cleanse the space as you jump on. Hello, hello, wherever you are. Good morning. You're in London. Just been for a walk and a coffee. Good for you. Thank you. Hello to Liverpool. So nice for you to join me all. The sun is shining in the UK today. Well, it is in the south. It's it makes a bloody change, doesn't it? Burnley. What's it like in Burnley? You're in Nottingham. Oh, we're heading up north. Good. Well, I hope the sun is shining where you are. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Luna Marie. Most people just call me Luna. Luna Marie is a bit of a mouthful. I go as the spiritual warrior because life's been a bit of a battle. Pretty much. I work with a team of guides and they gave me that name. So when I tune in, I do channel. I channel with my spiritual team that have been with me for a good old time now and help me through life's challenges and help me define and refine the gifts that I use. I've worked with energy for the last 24 years. I am a naturopath. That was my first love. I work with homeopathy and nutrition. So health and wellness and energy has always been my thing. And I've always had these gifts. But it took me a while to embrace them. Let's say it like that. Few dark night of the souls to get in touch, to get in touch with the game plan. Like, you know, if I can tell you anything, get on board with your game plan, because sooner or later it's going to happen. Let's have a look. You're a beginner with tarot, so I've got to have my specs on. Been to the gym this morning, been on it this morning, so I've got my lenses in, so now I need my glasses so I can see close up. You are a beginner to tarot, and when I read to a person's, I feel very strange. What do you do? Okay, so if you've got any questions about spirituality, let's do something a bit different today. If you've got any questions about spirituality or developing your psychic gifts, put them in the comments. I am very happy to answer them for you. I do have a psychic development course coming up, starting in November, and I also have a tarot course coming up, which is also starting. I think that's starting in January. I put that back because I've got a lot going on. I have my own tarot deck. This is the Rise of the Warrior Oracle, and on Facebook you can't really see it because of the light. And I also have my own Oracle deck, which is Rise of the Warrior. Oh, I said that. Rise of the Warrior and the Warrior of Love Tarot. Don't even know what I'm talking about. It's the eclipse energy. Makes us all go a little bit crazy. So let's go back to that question. You are new to beginning of tarot. I am a new beginner of tarot. Welcome. And when I read a person, I feel very strange after. Okay, so what is happening is when you open up, and people that are new to energy reading and psychic reading, well, we all have the gift. Or is it a gift? Hi, Anna. How you doing? Hi, Zoe. So lovely for you to join me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We all have the gift. Is it a gift? It kind of is, but it's a tool. I like to think of it as a tool, because like anything where we have a slight advantage over somebody, we can refine that tool. And if you don't work with it, you're not going to understand it. So it's a bit like learning another language. That's how I like to think of it. You have to work with it. You have to understand how it works. And to be able to be fine-tuned to it, you have to really understand your own energy, because if you don't know what your own energy feels like, then how do you know whether it's somebody else's energy or your own? That's where it gets very confusing. Now, the fact that you feel strange after when you're reading a person's energy is that I can actually see it. It's almost like it's like a web. It's like a web that's still on you. And it's kind of making sure this isn't mine. So that's good. It's a good thing. And what you need to do is just kind of peel that off. So it's really, really important to cleanse after you connect with somebody else's energy. Thank you, Coco. You're very kind. But this is for you especially, and for anybody else that does this as well. Especially if you're empathic. And most empaths do, you know, we kind of go into this kind of healing forum because we want to help other people, and we want to you know, that's kind of just what's in our heart, in our soul, in our DNA. We are just kind of there's an element of people pleasing in there, so you do have to work really, really strongly with boundaries. And just because you don't want people to feel bad, which normally most empaths that I work with have had a bit of a tricky and a sticky road, is what I'm hearing. I don't know where the stickiness comes from. That could just be for you, Coca. So it's really, really important to cleanse. You know, I would say to people, it's like cleaning your teeth. You know, clean your teeth in the morning, clean your teeth in the evening. Cleansing your auric field is exactly the same. You have to do it without fail. Otherwise, you walk around carrying everybody else's shite with you, and it starts to imprint on how you're feeling. So that's very, very important. So it's great that you're feeling strange afterwards. You just need to like anchor in that energy. So grounding is really, really important. You know, feel your feet on the ground. You might want to put yourself in like a holographic symbol. You might want to put crystals around. You might want to put like a cloak on you, zip it up. You can be open but protected. Call in your guides if you don't know how to connect with your guides. And this is one of the things that I get asked all the time. I do have a video. I do have a meditation on my website, thespiritualwarrior.uk, where you can help you tune into your spiritual team. Now, it's not going to happen just like that, because like everything, like learning another language, you have to connect with it. It takes time. I'm also at the Mind, Body, Soul Expo on October 19th, 21st. And on the 20th and 21st, I am doing a talk on connecting with your spiritual guides, connecting with your guides and how you connect and how you build on that. And on the Friday, I'm doing a workshop on connecting with your psychic abilities and how to develop your psychic abilities. So do come along to that. I know that some of you are coming along, so that is fantastic. So Anna, I keep seeing feathers everywhere, on the ground, at the gym, outside, outside dialysis, waiting for the bus. What does it mean? So feathers are a way, I just got spirit shivers. Feathers are your spiritual team connecting with you. Now, this is one thing that I will say about your spiritual team and connecting with your team, whether it's your guides or whether it's ancestors. You know, we all have different things connected to us. You have people that will stay with you for a long time, and then others that just kind of come in that need to get through a certain situation in your life and teach you something, and they will go. So what happens is that people don't understand that signs are very subtle, that you are expecting it in a way like you're having a conversation with somebody, and it can get to that point, but that's generally much more down the line. So signs from your team, they're really, really subtle. It's like a thought that pops into your head that can always stop you. Sometimes when my guides really want me to know something, I kind of like take a step back and I'm like, you know, it's like those light bulb moments. That's how it can hit me. Feathers. So feathers are a sign from your guides. I'll show you the feathers that I get. It's like show and tell today, isn't it? Let's just get rid of you. So most people see white feathers. I used to see white feathers. Sorry, this is a little bit of a, I think my dog might have chewed it. I don't see white feathers anymore. I see feathers like this because my main guide is a native Indian. So when he was first trying to come through and connect with me, I got this image of him and I was like, oh my God, come on. Everybody gets a native Indian, you know, how cliche. And I really was just thinking, no, it's just my imagination. And I used to say to him, and I knew it was male. I don't know how, I just had this sense that it was a male energy, and I kept saying him. So I had to trust that. But I just thought it was so cliche, you know, everybody has these native Indians with really, you know, fancy names. So I was like, no, you're going to have to prove it to me. You're going to have to show me that this is just not my imagination. And this is a really, really good way of doing it. If you're not believing, or if you want more information, ask them. So I said, you know, no, you're going to have to show me a sign that you are really my guide and that you're a native Indian. So I think it was 2 or 3 days later, I had about 9 of these feathers in a headdress on my doorstep. And I was like, oh my God, how freaking crazy is that? So some people will show white feathers, some people will show, I always get more headdress feathers. And that is also why we have a native Indian on the front of my oracle deck, because that's the main energy that I get. So there is a reason for everything. So all my cards are channeled. They're channeled from my team. And he does have a name, which took a really long time to give to me. I don't share his name because I feel like it's quite personal. But then I had another guide come in and he was called Edward. It was nothing fancy. Anyhow, Edward has left the building. There sometimes he kind of pops in. And I have, you know, another female that's come in. Okay, let's just have a look. Oh, thank you, Jackie. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you for that. So when you get signs and when you see numbers, a lot of people see numbers, 1111, 2222, be on the phone, be on the microwave, be on the oven, be on a van. That is a message from your guide. So it's subtle, guys. It's subtle. So when you keep seeing it, then you need to spend some time and just tune in and go, you know, what does that mean? What are you trying to say to me? So do we have any more questions? Put my specs on. Let's just have a look. Always white feathers with a black tip. That's interesting. Do you know why that is, Anna? That's it, just what came to me then. It's like a cleansing. It's like obviously I do know your situation, but what they just said to me, and it's really interesting, it's like you're going through a cleansing process, and they wanted to differentiate the feathers for you. So they didn't want it just to be white. The little bit at the end, what they're saying is like, that's almost like the last bit of letting go. That's so interesting. And I feel like it's, oh yeah, I just got spiritual. So they're working with me really strongly today. My main gift is I'm a clairsentient, so I do feel it a lot in my body. So it's just like the very last tip is just what is coming in. So I do feel like I've got a lot of people in spirit that are in and around. Let's have your slowly tuning in. Excuse me, blinders about. Age is no fun. Finding it so intriguing. I have feathers all around me all the time. And robins, Sam. Robins. Oh, I love robins. Robins are always a very, very spiritual animal. A lot of people see robins. Certainly robins are one of the things that I see. Hello, my darling, Reiki Raver. How are you doing? Love and light to you. Thank you for your lovely message the other day. Appreciate that. Yes, robins. So my nan was a very big spiritual teacher for me, and she always comes through as a robin. And that is really, really lovely for me. So yes, a lot of people see feathers. A lot of people see magpies as well. Yeah, definitely. And magpies, I don't know whether you get this, Grace, because what they've just shown me is just magpies tapping on the window to get your attention. So there is something with magpies in you. God, I'm getting everybody's guides coming in today. This is very different today, but it's good. Sam, your nan is a spirit guide. Okay, so that's why I saw your message. So my nan is bringing in your nan. So I love that. So your nan is definitely your spirit guide. And she's hanging out with my nan. I love it when they do that. It's so lovely. Very, very nice. So, okay, well, we've gone off on a bit of a tangent today, but that's fine. I love to talk about how you can refine your gifts and how you can develop your psychic abilities, because we all have that and we can all connect with our guides. It just takes a little bit of time, it's a practice. And my teacher says to me, it is a practice, it's not a gift. A gift is something you don't have to work at. A practice is something that you need to work at. You have to understand how your guides are communicating with you and what this means for that, and if they show you this and what that means. So yeah, that's just something to remember. Good morning, Babs. How you doing, my darling? Babs is my soul sister. I don't know Babs. I've never met her, but I always have this very much of a soul sister energy with you. How you doing, my lovely? So lovely for you to jump on. So I'm just going to pause because I've been rambling today, but in a good way. It's nice to do something different. Let's just have a look at this energy, because we've just had the solar eclipse. We've had that lovely new moon in Libra. I'm Libra rising, Libra sun. And actually it was very lovely. Yes, I love that. Yes, I need to know and learn each of my different guides' preferences. Yes, they're all so different, aren't they, Dawn? They are really, really different. And it's like, so I have 3 guides. I have a guide, and I always think that's really interesting. I used to have 3 male guides, and now I have 2 male and 1 female guides. Though Edward does pop in and back, and Edward's energy is very, very light and buoyant and he's very naughty. So he always says like really naughty things. Like there's a lot of fun with him. So I always know when he's popped in. Whereas my main guide is very sturdy and he's very nurturing. It's like a very nurturing, almost like mother energy. He's just raised his eyes to heaven. So let's just have a look at this solar eclipse energy. What I would say is that it's making people really step into their shadow energy. I mean, asshole hats, left, right, and bloody center at the moment, definitely. I'm seeing a lot of, I'm seeing a lot of assholes. It's just the only way. Okay, we've got confidence is your key to success. So that's the new moon in Leo. Interesting that that's that new energy. And I feel like what Spirit's saying, like at the moment, if you're struggling with a certain situation, it's really important to know that being grounded and having your own beliefs and being confident in who you are and the decisions that you're making is very, very important at the moment. It's like, don't be swayed by people, because I feel like there's a lot of new energy coming in, new you, new time, doing things differently. And I feel like that is a lot of the energy at the moment. Let me just get one more card for the overall energy, and I would tune in. Dawn, I'm only Libra rising. I'm not actually Libra. I'm a Saggy. Too much fire in the belly. Too much fire in the belly. Oh, you have my deck. Oh, you have this deck. Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, listen, isn't that interesting that we were talking about communication with your spirit guides, and we've also got the number 44 on this card. I love this card. Bridging the confusion and clarity. That's so interesting, because that is very much on what I'm feeling, and very, very heart-based energy. This is what this is bringing up. So if you've got a question that you don't know the answer to, or you want guidance, so you need to go into your heart space, because that's really, really going to help you. Your guides, everyone that's on at the moment, are very much in and around you. And it's about having that confidence in the messages that are coming down. That's what I'm feeling. So it's like, don't question it. A lot of this is about trust and faith in the self and what you're getting. So I feel like that's the overall collective energy. So yeah, let's have a look. Right, so let's go into reading for you guys. Okay. Right, okay. So let's have a look. Right, Dawn, let's have a look. What do we need to know? Right, let's use my deck. This is the Warrior of Love Tarot, available on my website, and I'm going to put it on Etsy later, and I will be putting it on Amazon at some point when I get around to it. The to-do list is quite hefty. Okay, let's have a look. What can we see for Jack? First thing that I get for Jack, I get a lot of throat stuff that's happening. Just warming the cards up. If you've just joined, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I will be tuning in to as many people as possible. I don't feel like the communication's great at the moment. Okay. It's interesting because I've got the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I feel the connection is there. There is deep feelings, but it's on the bottom of the deck, and then nothing really wanted to show itself. So for me, that's very much of kind of like, I feel like he's holding back. I've just heard again. It's there, but there's, it's like when I try to move forward, it doesn't feel like it's flowing. I do have the Two of Cups and High Priestess. I feel like this is you. Well, I know it's you. That's your intuition. I feel like you've got a niggle. I feel like you're trying to quash the niggle, but I feel like it's there. You do feel the connection, absolutely, 100%. What's holding him back? Okay, What's holding him back? Protection. Okay, Ace of Cups, Seven of Wands, both in reverse. So it's almost like, it's like when somebody wants to know the outcome. And I know we all kind of want to know the outcome, but it's almost like I want to make sure that I'm not going to be hurt. I want to make sure that this is going to be okay. I wanna. That's what I keep hearing. I feel like there's lots of questions. I want to make sure that I'm going to be okay, that, I'm not going to be hurt, that I'm not going to be abandoned, that I'm not going to feel pain. It feels like there's quite a hyper energy around that in just like whizzy mind. It's like I feel quite unsettled. Which is making you feel unsettled. I do feel like you can shift this though, Dawn, which is interesting of what they said. There's almost something very calming about your energy. So what I feel is like when you're together, it's good. And when you're apart, it's more unsettling. Okay, you're very kind. What else hit me? Okay, Wheel of Fortune. So I do feel like there's timing to this. What they're saying to me is definitely is like pull your energy back. Pull your energy back. And it's like I love the way that they say just sparkle, because I know you've got such a lovely sparkly personality, and what you do is like just very high vibe. And it's like just sparkle. That's what they're saying, just sparkle. And actually what they're showing me is the Star card, and they're very much putting that into my third eye, like really putting the Star card right into my third eye. And it's like, focus on what it is you want, focus on your dreams, your wants, your desires, and shift that focus. So they're showing me like like a half turn of a circle. Okay, the reason that I was like stuttering is because they were saying 90% and 180. And it's like I feel like I've got stuck on the 90%. I'm quarter of the way there, and it's like you need to rotate it more. So it's almost like I'm there, but I need to be here. And that's the only way I can explain it. Does that make sense? It's like rotate it back to your desires and your heart, and focus on where it is you want to go. Because for me, your third eye is your navigational tool. It's where you want to go. It's your desires. And it's like, keep on your path. It's like go into your third eye and really, really tune into your desires and how it is you want to be. Okay, so they're bringing me a quote. I think I put this out on social media, maybe it was a week or two ago, and they're bringing that back to me. And it's like, don't focus on how you feel about somebody, focus on how they make you feel. That's the shift. Okay, so I feel like that's almost like a rotation in what you need to do. So I hope that makes sense. My stomach just rumbles. Right, okay, where else are we going? Okay, what else have we got? Got to put the specs on today. Hang on, where are we? Samantha, yes, you can. It makes sense, Dawn. Good. Right, Samantha. Do you know, Babs, when you come on, I don't know what it is about you. You like override my energy. I almost feel I have to get my gatekeeper in and push you back a little bit. I don't know, you've got some like weird kind of karmic, I don't know what it is. Like you always stand out when you come on. There's like 3,500 people on here. I don't know what it is about you. It's very lovely though. We're soul sisters in another life. Okay. Yeah, my guide's just nodding. Okay, where am I going? Samantha, I am sorry. I am focusing on you, but Babs's energy takes over sometimes. Okay, can you have some guidance, please? Oh, Samantha, I think it's all good. We've got the Sun card here, and we've got the Knight of Wands. So I love that we've got the sunflowers here. Look at my little sunflowers on that side. You may not be able to see them. Hang on, look. There's my sunflowers. I love to work in the sunflower energy, especially as we go into the winter months, wherever you're watching this from, because it's about having that vibration that's in and around you. And there's something about this for you, Samantha. It's like I want you to surround yourself with like high vibration. I want you, like sometimes where you're just feeling a bit low. I've had a bit of a challenging week and I'm like, right, I'm going to get up this morning. I went to the gym early. I kind of like just got a bit dressed up, slapped a bit of makeup on, and sometimes that makes you feel better. Now, I'm not sharing this about me. This is for you. They're just giving me as the example. So it's like, I want you to like brighten up your environment. Don't worry, it's all going to work out. I do feel like things are a little bit, it's like unsettled. I'm feeling like a bit of a wave. So I'm feeling like things are a little bit unsettled. There is certainly some need to ground yourself. The lovely crystals is one of my favorite crystals. It's such a grounding crystal, but it's about what's in and around me. I want you to clear the clutter out. I want you to clear out all the, I don't know why I keep saying shit this morning. It's like clear out all the shit. I want you to like feng shui everything that's in and around you, and you're going to feel lighter. You're going to feel brighter. Things are just going to be, you've been a bit down. This is why they're bringing in all this like bright yellow and kind of fire energy. It's like putting that fire back in your system, It's like we've got to, I get life's complicated, believe me. And it takes a lot of energy. And what I like to think about what it is I do is enable people to bring light back into their lives. I definitely know, Samantha, that this is about people that are in and around you. And I feel like the energy is not stable. It's like they're here, they're not, they're here, they're not. It's kind of it's just a bit inconsistent is what I'm getting. But what we need to do is when life chucks us a curveball, we can bring in that stability for ourselves. We shouldn't be wanting somebody else to bring in stability for our own lives. It's like, yes, it becomes more difficult when you're emotionally attached to people, but we also have to have the ability to ground ourselves, to bring joy into our own life. Because if you can't do it for yourself, how can you expect somebody else to do it? We forget that. It's like, hey, you over there, hey, you make me feel good. And it's like, no, you make yourself feel good. And I get when things don't go right, it's harder. We are genetically defaulted to sit in the negativity, but we can shift that round. It's like this sphere. If we take time to focus on what it is we want, this could just be a heavy object that's, I could drop on my foot and hurt my toe, or it could just be in the way. It's round, it moves, it doesn't stand still. It could be irritating because it keeps moving and distracting me, or I can feel the energy of this. I love that it flows. I love that there's movement. I love that there's no knowing to where this is going to go. So I feel like this is very much for you, my darling, in just focus on how you want to heal. Okay, focus on what is making your energy low. So when we become ill physically, we're not doing it emotionally. And I get that's a difficult one, but we have to express when we hold on to things, when we pull things in, we hold it into our body because we're not releasing it. It's like your body saying to you, this is not working for me, but look what lies ahead. You're not believing what lies ahead. And what lies ahead when you let go of the baggage, and I'm actually feeling it in my neck. I thought it was just an old injury, but it's not. This is something like you're holding it on, and this is to do with a masculine energy. So let me know that makes sense for you. This is okay. This is a masculine energy that is, it's like I've got like a knot in my neck, and I do have a knot in my neck, but they're emphasizing it. It's like it's vibrating, and that's definitely not my energy, and it's the good things are coming forward. Look at this light. The sun is the happiest card in the deck. It's like what I say to people is like when you met this person, and all of a sudden the earth moved and it was fantastic and it was great, and then they don't turn out to be that person, and then you get fixated on them, and it's like, yeah, but I want to be with that person. What happened before you met them? There were other people prior to them, and you had to let go of those other people to let this person in. People always think that it's never going to come back and it's never going to be as great and it's never going to be. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. You have more than one soulmate in your life if you allow them to come in, if you allow that light to shine in. Connect, the people that we meet are mirrors of ourselves, and some are lessons, and some are only supposed to be in our lives for a short while, and some for longer. Let it go. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut the cords. Good stuff coming in. All right, darling, I hope that helps. Strong messages coming in today, guys, like lots of force from in and around my guides. This is the energy. Oh, that's my feather flew across. This is the energy of, the eclipse. It's strong. It's gonna slap you in the face. It really is. Okay, let's have a look. You're very welcome, my darling. Thank you very, very much. Right, Babs, I'm coming to you. Let's get you out of my head. Where have you gone? Is this about work? Hang on, let me go back. I saw Gosh, there's so many messages. I try to get through as many as I can. Babs, put your message in again, love. I can't find you. Yeah, you feel that too. I know, it's wild, isn't it? Thank you, darling. I'm glad you feel it too. I don't know what it is. Anyhow, I can't find your questions, so do pop it in again. And I will go to some career. Okay, you've put career, love, but I feel it's more about career because that's what they brought into my head. There's something in and around belief here, and I'm being brought to the angelic card. So let's just tune in. Focus. And actually my guides always piggyback on. So I was doing a reading for somebody earlier, and I was talking about putting it in the third eye, and they're doing this for you as well. It's like you've got to have focus on one thing. I feel like what you need to do is focus on your work, and like I want you to have like such laser focus on what it is you want. I feel like your guides are getting really mixed messages at the moment. There is also something around having belief in your abilities. Have the confidence. Oh yeah, I just got scripture. Oh gosh, like they're so full on today. It's having, when I did, you I don't know if you were here. If you were here at the start, like my guides always piggyback the energy, and I pulled a card on the new moon in Leo, and it's like having the confidence to step forward. This is what this is about. We've also got the Eight of Pentacles, which is all about work. It is about, perfecting. Hang on, I just saying something. Perfecting your skill. So it's like, have that laser focus in the area that you want to go, because I feel like career is much more uppermost than love at the moment. I feel like that's where they want you to focus on. It's like keep chipping away at it is what I'm getting. Keep chipping away, and then everything else will fall into place. I love the Judgment card. Judgment card is just, it's like second chances. Don't give up. If you have been rejected, and I'm hearing in love and work, don't worry about it. It's like somebody else's loss. Everything in life is about perspective. We can sit in the negativity of what just happened to me, or I'm not good enough, or I didn't get that. If you don't get a job, it's because something better is coming along. If a relationship doesn't work out, it's because they're not vibrating at the same place as you. Where it gets difficult is that our inner child or our shadow side goes, but I want this to happen. Well, doesn't always work like that, you know? And the more there is acceptance of it wasn't meant for me, the easier life becomes. It's not the right path for me. You know, but I laugh because someone's just raised their eyes to heaven and just said, well, you know, it is, but it is, you need to have that creative flow. You need to believe that it is. That's the problem. You need to believe that it is. You need to step into your power. This is about you creating what it is you want. Again, having that confidence that you can make it work. I do feel that there's people in the background that are like, no, I'm not going to make any money doing that. That's not going to work. Listen to me, right? They've just brought forward. When I wanted to do my first deck, I have a lot of artists in my family. I'm quite a creative person. I'm not an artist. I didn't do the artwork. When I mentioned to somebody in my family about doing this deck, this was my first deck. They went, don't be ridiculous. How are you going to be able to do that? How are you going to get person joy? How are you going to be able to afford it? How, you know, don't waste your time. Okay, there's my first deck. That's how much you listen to people that don't want you to shine, or I think that they're trying to look out for you and are not aware of what they're doing. There's my second deck. Okay. The most beautiful artist I found, who's Russian. How the hell did I find her? My guides brought her in. 78 images. This was 2.5 years in the process. 2.5 years in the process. Don't give up. Right? I never thought that this is self-published. I never ever thought that I would be able to publish this. Not in a million years. Here it is in its live form. Here are the cards. Beautiful. Beautiful. Trying to get a publishing deal. Never thought I'd get an agent. Just got an agent. You know, you have to believe. You have to believe. That's all I can say. And keep working through it. All right, my darling. And I wish you all the best in the world, because I know that you will do this. Amazing. You are more than welcome, Babs. Maybe it's because you're on the same kind of path, and that's why I kind of connect with you on that level. Sending you lots of love and light, my darling. Okay, where are we going? Let's go to Adele. Is that how you say it? No, Adel. I know, Dawn. Got no. It's like still got to get the deal. Still got to get the deal, but one step closer. It's all about the small steps, guys. Adel. Lev Nova. Are you still here? Let me know if you're still here. And I do apologize for the pronunciation. I really do. I hope so, Dawn. I hope so. Be fantastico. Watch this space, hey? I've been calling it in. It's been on my vision board for 3 years. On the vision board for 3 years. And the publishing house, I will tell you, this is about manifestation. The publishing house they are connected to. Just goes to show, you know, sometimes it doesn't always happen in the time space that we want, but it's just kind of teeters in the background. Okay, let's just go somewhere else. Where are we going? Hang on. Let's have a look. If you'd like a reading, just put your question in. I normally ask for date of birth, but I'm not doing that today. I feel like the energy is a little bit different. Molly. Molly. Can Molly have a message, please? Can Molly have a message? Good morning to everyone that's jumping on. Loads of you on here today. Molly. It's interesting because it's very much about spiritual guides today. I'm going to take all those. And they're really, really stepping forward. Molly, I feel like you need to kind of tune into the messages that you're getting. You're either getting the messages and what it is that you need to know, and I'm not sure that you're wanting to hear them. I do feel like there's something that you need to let go of, and it might need to be just let go of it for a moment. People always hate it when it's like, oh no, I don't want to let go because whatever. You know, if it's about somebody or even something, if it's meant for you, it will always come back in. I'm kind of feeling a real tightness on my chest with you, Molly, in like it just feels pressurized. It just feels like you know, it's just, I feel like you just need to move back from this just for a moment. We've got the Great Masquerader. It's like step, you know, be confident in who you are. There's that confidence again. Be confident in who you are. And if there's another person or another situation that's not clear, then just step back from it. You know, when you step back, people are able to step forward. And that's what I'm feeling for that at the moment. I don't know whether you're still on. Let me know if that makes sense to you. Let me just take a swig. I know this looks like a very funny colour. It's got all my herbs in it. My herbs, my mushrooms, lion's mane. Thirsty business doing this. Right. Daniel, okay, let's have a look at you. Let's have a look. Guys, if you are new to the channel, do give us a like, do give us a share. It's a lovely energy exchange. You know how we need to always crack the we always need to crack the algorithm. And you know, do give us a follow as well. It's lovely to have new people jump on. It also lets you know I do try and put out a little short reading daily, and then Friday mornings I'm always here, 10 a.m. coffee and conversations, because we always need a coffee on a Friday morning. And why not? Why not? A little bit of light energy. We like to keep it light. You know, life is supposed to be a joy. If it's not a joy, we need to look elsewhere. Okay, love life guidance, please, Daniel. Yeah, okay, it is much needed. Okay, we've got the Tower and we've got the Three of Swords. Yeah, it's like I feel like I just want to sigh. I feel like there's a lot going on energetically around a connection. I do feel, you know, this is definitely what's been brought to a head is this eclipse energy. It's wanting you to look at things differently. I kind of want to pull you back energetically. You're very much merged energetically with another person. I don't necessarily feel like that's within the 3D, but it's certainly on an energetic basis. And I kind of want to pull your energies apart for a little bit because it's too it's kind of explosive. I feel like you're triggering each other massively at the moment. Daniel, let me know if that makes sense to you. That's what I'm getting. Okay, let's tell me more. Thank you for all the gifts, guys, on TikTok. I've got so many people on. Let's have a look. Okay. So what I'm getting with this, Daniel, is that I feel like if there is a need to pull back, again, everyone always thinks if you pull back, it's done and dusted. It hasn't. It just creates a bit of space for the energy to things. I feel like things need to settle a little bit. I do feel this is salvageable. There's work that can be done. You're having a hard time at the moment. Yeah, I can see that. You've got the Three of Swords and you've got the Tower, which is not an easy situation. I do feel like this situation will improve. It needs work. Don't take things too quickly. This is a card of energetically things moving very, very quickly, which is very eclipse energy. And it's almost like when I look at that with the light that shines on it, it's almost like this great big ball of fire that's kind of hit me in the face. And it's like I can't look anywhere else apart from what's going on. And I feel like you need to almost put your sunglasses on and just let it settle, because I don't feel like you're reacting necessarily in a way that serves you. It feels reactive, and that's never a good idea. You don't want to be reactive. It's like I feel like I just want to calm the energy down. It feels very much that it's in the heart area. I mean, this is what the Three of Swords is. It's, feel like you've been wounded within the heart area, and it's difficult, and it's like you're trying to sort of settle yourself. Let's see if we can get some. I mean, I would definitely step back. I'm hearing step back for 7 days. I don't know if that feels irrelevant for you. Truth and integrity. I feel like that's really going to resonate for you, and that's something that you need to decide. I feel like there's a big question mark over this. Never really like delivering that message. Can you give me anything else on the truth and integrity, please, Daniel? Okay, so definitely about love. We've got the Ace of Cups, and that's very much in and I'm feeling being kind of pushed out is what I'm getting. I feel that there is a being kind of stuck in this energy of where I want to be into where I actually am. So it's like, there's the love. That was my pearl. That was my hope. That was my everything. And I don't feel like that's the case now. We've got the Five of Cups, and it's like, what do I do? I'm just kind of like hanging out here, and I'm not really knowing where to go. But you do know where to go, because hang on, someone's catching my eye. Where's my glasses? There's loads of little messages within these cards. That it's behind you, that there is a need to move past this situation for this moment in time. If it's going to come back, it's going to come back. I don't feel like it is at this moment in time. That doesn't mean to say that things can't shift and change, but to sit and wait for it, I feel would be a mistake at this moment in time, because it's very much in your auric field, in thinking about it and focusing about it, and trying to unpick it and trying to overanalyze it. And it's like it's got caught up in your head, and that's not doing you any justice at the moment. I feel that there is a real need to just kind of cut free of that and let it go and cleanse that energy out. I feel like I want to cleanse that energy all off from you. Focus on something else if you can. Focus on something else. I hope that helps. There are other things coming in for you. We've got the World card, which is a really positive card, but you've got to be able to see it. If we're all caught up in the past, and I'm not saying this is easy, heartbreak is very difficult, but we have to focus on changing how we feel. We have to focus on moving through it, and being with people that want to be with you. It's really important. Don't think that because you had a connection with somebody that's all that's out there for you. That's not the case. That is not the case. People come in for reasons and seasons, and sometimes it's a season. We don't always like it, but we have to accept what is. You can't change. It's like hating the cold in the winter. You're going to have a crap winter. You've got to learn to love the cold. You've got to learn to, that person's been taken away for my own protection, for my own good, because there's something better out there, or I just need to clear the space. So I feel like that's really important to you. Okay, let's have a look. Who else is out there? Who else is out there? You agree? Okay, good. I'm glad that makes sense, Daniel. I hope that that helps you, my darling. Okay, Maz, this is for you, Mary. You know, is your partner being truthful? Now, I don't like yes or no answers, especially when there's so much energy that's going in around. There's a lot of people on this call. So we have to be very careful of having yes and no answers, because there's many aspects to it. And I feel like it's not really a yes and no answer. Let me just see what cards I get. I'm going to ask in and around it. Okay, let me ask in and around that. Right. So what I when I get yes or no answers and it gets stuck in my throat, I don't like that energy, because it means it's being blocked. When it's being blocked, there's no flow, which generally means for me that the vibration is not at the right frequency. When we're at the right frequency, we're in our heart, we're truthful, we're flowing. So I certainly don't like that. I'm certainly feeling my throat area being blocked, Mary. I ask where their headspace is and where their heart space is, and their overall energy in and around the situation, because I feel like you've got to have context to it. Yes and no answers are really, really dangerous. And it's also not for me to tell you what you feel inside. Now, the headspace, I've got 2 aces in the reverse. I don't like that energy at all. You know, certainly in the headspace, I feel that there is a manipulation of the truth, is what I would say with that. I feel that, you know, two aces coming at me, what are the chances? That I feel like there's for me, the Ace of Swords is about truthful communication. And the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. I mean, these are 2 great cards in the upright. They're in the reverse for the headspace. You know, it's about movement forward. It's about flow. I'm not getting that in the headspace. So that is about, again, I feel like there's a manipulation of the truth. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to give you that. In the heart space, I do feel like there is connection. I feel like they do see you as someone that they're very, very connected to, and that you have a journey with, for sure. And then I asked, what's the overall energy in and around this situation? And there is an element of feeling I feel that patterns are being repeated. I don't feel that there's learning. I feel like there's an element of self-sabotage within this. And for me, the Hermit in reverse is really not learning from past experiences. And I feel like this is them. So I hope that helps, because more context is always needed, especially when it's something that's very important to you. So, you know, be careful with the yes or no answers, whoever you're asking, whether you're asking whatever reader and on whatever basis. So I hope that helps for you to apply that to your current situation in the time space that we've got. I feel like you need to trust your intuition on that, and I feel like you kind of know the answer anyhow. All right, my darling. Yvette. All right, Yvette, let's have a look for you. So guys, if this readings resonate with you, or you're watching it on the repeat, certainly on TikTok, but on Facebook and Instagram, it will be on the repeat. So I'm on all the channels, The Spiritual Warrior UK. My website is thespiritualwarrior.uk. I do live readings. My calendar is live. It's normally set kind of 2 weeks in advance, so you can choose your time frame. I do work late on, I think it's Tuesday and Wednesday evenings in the UK time, because I have a lot of clients in the States. That is Zoom only. It makes no difference if I'm on Zoom or whether you do face-to-face. If it's face-to-face, I am based in the beautiful city in Bath in the UK. Do come and check me out. Do come join the tribe. Come over to the website, thespiritualwarrior.uk. All my offerings are on there. I will never, ever reach out. Do look out for the scammers. If you're on Instagram, I do have a blue tick on there. If anyone reaches out to you, which they do a lot, it's not me. I never, ever reach out to anybody. And if anyone reaches out to you saying that they can do a reading for you, always question that. You should connect with your reader. You should find them. Your spirit guides will lead you to somebody. That's really the way it should work. So Yvette, my darling, let's have a look. What was your question? Yvette, oh, interesting wording. What do I not see coming? Now I've got a really bad pain in my head. What do you not see coming? Cryptic. I feel like there's it's like a cryptic situation. I feel like it's like detective. We've got the Tower, so something's coming for sure, or it's already come and you're not looking at it. It's like I'm trying, this is very much like the eclipse energy. Anything that you need to uncover will be uncovered in this energy. You will get slapped in the face by it. It's not always a bad thing. It's not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's a light bulb moment. It's like, oh my God, like, yeah, why didn't I see that? But there is something that you're not seeing. And feeling. When there's the Empress in the reverse, for me, it feels like you're not nurturing your own needs. That's what I'm getting with that. You're not nurturing. I also feel like with this card massively, I do love this card so much. It's almost like I'm hearing like, listen to the whispers of the soul. And I feel like that's your higher self trying to communicate with you. And it's interesting that I'm always covering the cards, and it's like, the monkeys, hear no evil, see no evil, think no evil. It's almost like that. It's like, and even your question was a little bit back to front. It's like it could just be the way that I'm interpreting it, but that's what I feel. That's what I feel. So I feel like, Yvette, take a step back, because when you step into your feminine power, when you step into your divine goddess, this is the Empress. This is divine feminine energy. You can nurture yourself. You're not seeing what you can make. You're not seeing your own beautiful energy. She's got flowers growing in her hair. Like, look, she's just serene. I love this card so much. You're not looking what's in front of you, I'm afraid. So I hope that helps, because this is in the reverse and we need this in the upright. So thank you to everyone that jumped on. Sorry for those who I did not get through to. I am here every Friday, 10 a.m. Coffee and Conversations with Spirit. Do tune in, do give us a follow, do give us a like, do give us a share. If you want to watch this on the replay, remember, if you came on and I didn't get to you, this is a collective energy. There will be a message in there. So what you can do is go over to Instagram or Facebook where it is and just move the cursor along and see where it falls and see what the answer is, because that's another great way of doing that. So do watch out for all the readings that I put out. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all of them. Spiritual Warrior UK. Watch out for the scammers. Love and light, everyone. Take care.